Well, family, good morning to everyone. How is everyone doing here in Team Effort Network? It is Friday, family, Freedom Point Friday. And if you do not know what Freedom Point Friday means, you better find out from somebody because you're on that road, whether you realize it or not. It is a wonderful, fantastic Friday. And all week long, we have just been hearing some phenomenal things of what is taking place and Team Effort Network. My goodness, there are so many amazing things happening. If we tried to write it all down in a book, I don't think we could captivate it all. We're very excited because we're just a few weeks away from celebrating our 1 year in the business of changing people's lives with these vitamin sprays anniversary. The 10 extravaganza taking place in less than a few weeks in Las Vegas, Nevada at the Mirage. If you do not have your reservations, get them now. Hotel reservations and information on that has been posted on the Tenacious Facebook page. So if you don't have a room booked, we got a really good price at the Treasure Island, which is right next to the Mirage, where we're all trying to gather together so we can be in one place to celebrate one big anniversary together as we prepare to go over to the Mirage on that Saturday, March the 14th, to hear all the great news is going to be exposed and announced on that day. As you heard from our very own CEO and co-founder, Melanie McGill, we have a new product that is getting ready to be released. We know that it's going to be the world's first to market product. And we heard that it is transforming. I can't wait to find out what that product is. Amy says that it's going to take Team Effort Network. We are going to grow tenfold, family. So get ready. It's about to explode up in here. Well, you have dialed into the Team Effort Lifestyle Call, where you are going to hear things that's going to move you from facts to faith to action. This is your host, Pastor Denise McDowell, along with my business partner, one-star Pastor Del Wafer. The line is open, family. Who's with me this morning? Give me your name and where you're calling in from.
Pastor Denise, Keith Moultrie, all in New Orleans. How you doing?
Moultrie, doing great, sir. How's business going, sir?
Oh, everything is going wonderful. These sprays are magnificent. I'm feeling great. I am excited about Las Vegas.
Are you getting any sleep? Are you getting any sleep at all?
No, I am not.
Too excited, right, Keith?
Very excited. I can't sleep. I cannot sleep.
That's a good thing. And just what are we going to do when we come back from Las Vegas, when we find out what this new spray is?
We're still not going to sleep.
Well, thank you for being here this morning, sir.
Thank you.
Family, who else is with us? Go right ahead and introduce yourself.
John and Renetta, Upper Marlboro.
Hi, Renetta, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great, lady. Good to hear you this morning.
Good to be heard.
And tell our big brother Jerome we said hello.
Sure will.
Thank you for calling in. Who else is with us? Go right ahead and introduce yourself.
Good morning, McDuffie. Sorry, I missed y'all last night.
Listen at her whispering, y'all. Listen at her whispering. Why are you whispering, girl?
I'm in a conference room.
She's in a conference room. Listen at her. In a conference room, she done dialed into the Team Effort now. Go ahead, Michelle McDuffie. You are a millionaire in the making, girl. And to let you know, your presence was missed last night. Yes, it was.
No, I'm sorry. Just got a little fake for right now, but I'll see you soon.
I understand.
I'll talk to you
and
later.
And that's Mr. Paul Jackson trying to come in there with us. Good morning, Mr. Paul Jackson. How are you, sir?
Doing great. I'm celebrating your personal miracle.
Oh, my gosh. My gosh. I tell you, you know what? These sprays are amazing. I don't even know if amazing is the right word for it. Mr. Jackson, what do we have in our hands?
We have miracles in a bottle. Life-changing.
Wow.
Life-changing. And I am going to make a personal request. I was going to say this to you last night. I'm hoping that you can share with us and our 10 family what you shared at the TTP last night, maybe Tuesday or Wednesday this coming week.
Okay.
So would you at least ponder that?
I will do that, sir. At your request, I will do that. You worked in, what's her name, Cheryl. Cheryl comes in and she just tells me what I'm going to do for the day. So I will put that down on Tuesday to share that.
Thank you in advance.
Thank you for asking. Well, family, I'm going to mute out. I know there's many, many more on with us today, but we have another wonderful, amazing with us today. But, you know, as Mr. Jackson was saying, I don't know what to say about these 10 vitamin sprays other than they are just, I don't know if it's amazing is the right word. And Mr. Jackson said it's like miracle in a bottle. You know, we really have our hands on something that's just incredible. And I just thank God for Melanie McGill, who didn't just settle to put any old thing in a bottle. They didn't just put any old little ingredients, just something so they can say that they have a spray. They really took their time and research, and they put the highest of quality of ingredients in the vitamin sprays. So we're getting the best of the best in these sprays. And the results that we're getting, they're nothing short of a miracle. We can't call them anything but that. I'm going to share my testimony. I had a doctor's appointment yesterday, my one-year physical. I call it my one-year well-woman exam. And my results that I got from my doctor, I'm going to share with everyone on Tuesday as Mr. Jackson requested. I don't want to rush through and try to tell you quickly what they said today because I want to take my time and just really share where I am now based on where I was before the vitamin sprays. And it is nothing short of a miracle. Nothing short of a miracle. And I'm grateful and I'm thankful. I'm speechless. I'm humbled. I'm tearful. I don't know what to say. I don't. It's just amazing. And then to know that so many other people's lives are being touched and changed by these vitamin sprays. And, you know, we have to say our vitamin sprays cannot heal or cure any sickness or disease that you have. But I'm telling you, family, as you down to this call and you listen to people tell their true life testimony, we know that we have something amazing in our hands. So I'm going to stop right here and bring on my business partner, One Star, Pastor Del Wafer. Are you there this morning, sir?
I am here. I'm here. How are you doing?
You know, I don't know if you were there when I shared my testimony last night. Did you hear it last night?
No, I wasn't there.
Okay, so now you have to wait till Tuesday. Or after the call. I'll tell you after the call, okay?
Okay, good. Well, I know it's going to be a good report. Well, you know, we're going to have a great call again today. And, guys, we posted the link now to for the Treasure Island Hotel. So you have the opportunity to go on the Tenacious Facebook page. The link is posted so you can either call the 800 number, give them the room block code, or you can actually sign up yourself with the link on there to be able to do that. So we want to give you the opportunity to go ahead and begin securing your rooms because those rooms are going to be going fast. Mr. T just reached out to me. He's got a lot of people he's ready to get some room for as well. So, you know, if you are considering going to Treasure Island for the 14th of March, which everyone should be, you want to make sure that you're staying with the team, and we're going to have a lot of fun. So that is on the Tenacious West Facebook page, and we're looking forward to an exciting call today. I'm telling you, it's going to be a great call today.
It is indeed, as it is every day. We're grateful, and I'm just excited to bring this lady on. She's just a great leader. She came through the door, and she's just been going full speed ahead, hasn't stopped, hasn't looked back. Her story just continues to grow and grow and grow. She stepped in. She's a leader with the team. She works with Mr. T on Tuesdays and Thursdays on the Show Me the Money call. She knows amazing things about the sprays, and I was speaking with her last week, and got a little bit of a new testimony that she has about the cell energy. So I'm excited for her to share with us today what in the world has cell energy done for her, as well as the other vitamin sprays. So family, let us welcome to the call. She's no stranger to her. She's so loved. Miss Keisha Milford from Berkeley, California. Keisha, are you there?
I am here. How are you guys?
I'm doing great, lady. How are you this morning?
I am fantastic, and I'm about to tell you why.
Go on, tell us why. Go ahead and tell us why.
Listen, you did not joke when you said my testimonial keeps growing and growing. My gosh, the key is to use these sprays. They're amazing. And I'm going to tell you, I was inspired by Chris Day, who was, I believe, I'm not sure if he was on your call, but he was on the Show Me the Money call. And boy, oh boy, he had some things to say about cell energy. It just blew my mind, and it just took me back to my days where I was an athlete and I was playing basketball. I had a knee injury, and because of that surgery I had, I learned that knee joint inside and out, and I learned a whole lot more about how the body works. And he inspired something in me. So I started doing some research, and then I went back to work at this product packaging job. And we're doing this repetitive motion all day for 8 hours. And then last week, my shoulder was so sore. This was Monday. Now, I came home, and I could barely lift my arm. And I was like, okay, this will not do. Boy, am I getting old. And so what happened was I remembered Chris talking about the cell energy and how it would have extended his career in the NFL had he been on that product, and that just struck me. So I went and grabbed my cell energy out of my purse, and I sprayed it. I didn't even spray it 5 times. I sprayed it 3 times the next morning. And then I get to work, and I can lift my shoulder a little bit more. It was still sore, but I could lift it. And I was like, okay, that's something. I can work with that. So I do the same job for 8 hours that Tuesday, come back, my shoulder is still sore. It's even more sore now. So the next morning I get up, and don't even ask me why I didn't spray it that night, but I sprayed it the next morning, that Wednesday morning. Okay, my shoulder feels a whole lot better. I'm back at work, 8 hours. Same thing, get home, my shoulder sore. This went on through Friday. Saturday, my shoulder was so sore that I couldn't go to my class that I had been looking forward to for 2 weeks. It felt better than it had that Monday and Tuesday, but it was still, the pain was just still a little bit too much. So long story short, today I have been using the cell energy consistently from that Monday up until now. Now I have no pain whatsoever in my shoulder, no semblance of any pain or prior injury. And I'm just like, what in the world is going on here in this spray? The formulation is just, it's magnificent. It's what the body needs. And if you do your research on the cell energy and each one of those ingredients, in particular the glutathione, you'll see that that's exactly what it's supposed to do. It's going to repair your cells. It's going to protect your cells so that when you get up after expending all of that energy and doing different things, you're putting back into your body what needs to be there to protect those cells. It's just absolutely amazing. So it was kind of like last week was kind of an experiment with cell energy. I wanted to see exactly what it would do for me because everybody's body is different. We all have the same parts and the same inner workings, but sometimes the process is a little different from each one of us when we put things into our body. So I wanted to see exactly how and what it would do for me, and that's exactly what it did. So it repaired my shoulder injury in under a week. I mean, it would have been months of soreness had I not had this phenomenal product in my hand. I know I sound like I'm doing a product overview, but I can't help it. I'm so amazed at what this cell energy does. I have my shoulder back. You know, if I hadn't had this product, I would have been down for quite a while. So that's my new testimonial. You guys have heard my old testimony, but yeah, it's absolutely incredible. Dr. D?
You know what? I want you to share because you do have new listeners on the call who have not heard your first testimony in regards to the sprays. So if you share that, you know, where you were before the sprays, your career, who you were, who you are, and all the other information that you share in regards to the sprays. I'd love to listen to you on Mr. T, Show Me the Money call, when you're really breaking down the sprays and discovering, you know, how, just like you said, the cell energy, it repairs your cells, you know, it protects your cells. And I think this is just a good visual for people to see when you're taking these sprays, exactly what it's doing for the body. Now, let me ask you, when you were taking the cell energy for your shoulder, were you taking it orally or were you spraying it on your shoulder?
I was only taking it orally, so it probably would have healed a lot faster had I been putting it on my shoulder as well. And I've heard testimonials of people using it on their shoulders, on their back, and whatnot. But it's phenomenal.
Yeah, no, that's good. I'm glad you were taking it orally because, I mean, the majority of folks that I know, they do take it orally. And like my brother, he has water fluid on his knee. So, I noticed him like a month or so ago, he was limping around. And he was telling me how he normally has to go to a doctor, and they have to put this long needle in his knee to drain fluid from his knee. And he said it's so painful when the fluid builds up on it. But he's been taking the cell energy for about a month now. And, I mean, for him to say based on the pain, the level of pain he was dealing with, that pain is gone, and he hasn't had to go back to the doctor, that's just, something.
That is awesome. And I would encourage him to get on the Super 10. The Super 10 will knock that inflammation and that swelling out of the park. I have 2 knee injuries, 2 bad knees there. I used to have 1 good one, but I'm down to none. But, I've been on the sprays, and I have severe arthritis in both knees, and technically the state of California has labeled me as disabled. And I tell you that Super 10, and I'm not sure what other sprays did it, but I'm walking around, I'm leaping, jumping, running for the bus, and I have no pain the next day. I feel repaired. It's absolutely amazing what I've been able to accomplish with these sprays.
I tell you, now they have you labeled as being disabled. Now you got to go back to them. They got to say, well, I don't know what happened. We can't label you as being disabled anymore. You're leaving, you're jumping.
Right.
So
exactly.
About your testimony when you first started taking the sprays.
Absolutely, and I remember the exact night I started. It was April 17th. I was encouraged to go to one of our weekly meetings, and I showed up. But it was only after someone shared their testimonial with me. A close friend of mine who's the wife of a minister here in Oakland, California, she told me that she was having heart palpitations. She knew a little bit of my history and how I was panicking, and I was just like all over the place because my health had just tanked beginning, I'd say, around 2008 drastically. It just tanked. I was a healthy person. I was very active, played multiple sports in high school, college, and even after college. So my son was used to seeing me being really active. We had a healthy diet, a healthy lifestyle. We were very active people, and I wanted to instill that in him. So in 2008, my health tanked. I started resigning from job after job, department after department. I was working for the city of Albany here in California, and I was working for 3 different departments at one time because I just like to stay active. One by one, each one of those, I had to resign from the departments. Last department I worked for was the fire department. Had an emergency there, heart palpitations while I'm working. I was a secretary in the fire marshal's office. And my coworker walks by the room and he looks at me and goes, "Are you okay?" And I didn't know what to say. I just felt this white flush of heat coming up from my toes and all the way to the top of my head. Next thing you know, I'm blacking out. So he responded to me. He was an EMT. He responded to me, and I was like, I cannot tell you how embarrassed I was. And shortly after that, I resigned from there. And I said, okay, I have to figure out what's going on. Shortly after that, my health had deteriorated so far that I was bedridden for about 2.5 months. I could not go anywhere. I had no income coming in at that point. So I had to figure out a way to make money. So I literally taught myself how to develop websites from my sick bed. So yeah, I had a whole lot going on there. I couldn't take my son to school. He was really young then, so he had to get on a city bus all by himself and go to school. So I was depressed, you name it. I was just in a really bad place, health-wise, emotionally, and mentally, all because here I was, this healthy person, and now my health is so far in the tank that I don't know how to get out of it. And I felt like I was not in control of what was happening to me, and I wasn't. So when she shared her testimony about the D-Power spray, the D-Power with the vitamin D3 and the vitamin E, and the fact that it stopped her heart palpitations in its tracks, I was like, okay, you got my attention now. Where do I get this stuff? And then her husband told me about the meeting. I showed up at that meeting, and I heard the presentation about all of the sprays, and I was in. That was all it took for me. So I started the D-Power that same night, April 17th. Could have happened sooner, but 2.5 weeks later, I realized that I wasn't having my daily asthma, not attacks, but it was something like I was always short of breath, couldn't catch my breath. If I was at worship service, I couldn't sing because I would have an asthma attack, have to call the ambulance. My son was panicked. He didn't know what was going on. So there was just a whole bunch going on. And I tell you what, 2.5 weeks later, I had none of that shortness of breath. Didn't know what my inhaler was, and I had all kinds of inhalers floating around the house. I had medication, prednisone, Qvar, you name it, I had it for asthma. None of that stuff kept it under control, and that's what, living with asthma is about keeping it under control. It never was under control, and I was on all kinds of medications. That D-Power, after 2.5 weeks for me, had it completely under control. So I'm a believer. I started with that D-Power, added the B-Boost to it, and let me tell you, you're talking about energy, because not only was I anemic, I had a blood disorder called pancytopenia. So after being on the B-Power and B-Boost, pancytopenia is when your blood platelets are low, your white blood cells are low, and your red blood cell count is low as well. So everything was low, and I could barely function. I couldn't sit up for more than an hour, or I'd black out. So after being on that B-Boost, I'd say for about 2 to 3 months, even before that probably, I got my lab report back. And in one of the diagnoses that I got, it didn't say pancytopenia anymore. They had downgraded it to something else. It starts with a T. I don't remember what it is. But I thought, okay, that's another testimonial right there, success. So these are results-driven products, and I've seen so many results in my life. The people around me, I've seen results in their lives. It's an undeniable fact, and we're talking about basic biological response to daily nutrition. So, it's just amazing. It's just amazing.
It leaves you speechless, though, Keisha, because I know what you were going through.
I know you do.
Yeah. So if everyone listened to what Keisha's saying, she was literally bedridden. She went from being very athletic. She's a basketball coach as a profession, teaching children, educating them, encouraging them. She went from being very athletic to being bedridden because of a condition. It affected her income. She couldn't go to work because she wasn't well. She was depressed. She was dealing with heart palpitation. I know about the heart palpitation. That's a scary feeling when your heart feels like it's about ready to jump out your chest.
And you can't do a thing about it.
Can't, and you want to panic. But you feel if you panic, you're going to pass out, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you try to think of a way to calm yourself down. You just try to focus on something else until it slows down. Because it feels like it's never going to stop, and you're thinking, oh, my God, if it don't stop, if it don't slow down, So you try to find something to focus on until it passes. And it seems like it takes forever, right, Akeisha? Before it finally slows down. It's a scary
right.
And then the asthma attack. I mean, my God, you can't breathe.
You cannot breathe.
It's like you're suffocating, and it's nothing that you can do about it. And
right.
And then all this that Keisha's going through, and then she's saying just 2 weeks, family. You have to hear this, just from being on the
2.5 weeks.
Oh, it's and a half. Okay, 2.5. Woo! 2.5 weeks. And how long did you deal with that condition? And how long were you sick?
Oh gosh, I've had asthma since a child. I remember playing basketball in basketball games, and my coaches, they didn't know what was going on. All they knew was that this player is struggling getting up and down the court. So I would have these attacks. I didn't even know it was asthma then, and I just think about it now. I could have died several times because I had attacks during the game. They would sit me down and they go, "Okay, here's a paper bag. Breathe into this." I guess I'm supposed to be here.
Yes, yes. So that long, years and years and years of dealing with a sickness, a condition, to the point where she couldn't even take her child to school. And then just taking D-Power for 2 and a half weeks totally turned her life around.
Gave me freedom.
To this day, Keisha, to this day. And I can relate when you said you added the B boost later, because I was the same way. It was the D power for me. I didn't even want to touch the other sprays. I was so in love with D.
Yeah.
I would hold it to my heart, just squeeze it.
Yes.
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you,
Dr. Dean, I slept with it under my pillow.
I was so thankful for this vitamin D spray that I would hold it, and I would literally thank God for it. And then later on, I would look at the B boost, because I kept hearing people say, it was giving them energy and clarity of mind, and thought, I said, okay, all right, okay, I'll try the B boost. And Lord God, I'm so glad I did. And then after I did that, it was like the rest of the sprays, it was no brainer. I feel like I need all of them. All of the sprays, except for the Slim. I didn't want to do the Slim. But these are the amazing stories that we're getting from taking this wonderful nutrition that our body can relate to. I love the fact I said earlier that Melanie McGill didn't just throw a spray together. They didn't just say, okay, here you go. It's a spray. It's a new thing that's going to come out. It's going to replace pills. No. They went the extra yard and put the best, the highest of ingredients in these sprays, and this is why we're getting these amazing results, just life-changing results. Keisha, thank you so much for your story. I'm happy for you, because I can rejoice with you. I know the joy you feel in having your life back, and with your shoulder being taken care of because of the cell energy. I've learned also, I hear people talk about an ache or pain, I right away tell them about the cell energy. I said, well, you need to try the cell energy. And my son came in from playing, I think it was, he was playing basketball, but then he started working out. So I think he had some pain in his arms. It hurt or something. So he walked in the door. It was late last night, and he just took the cell energy. He just started spraying. I said, what are you doing? It's late. He said, I hurt my arm. So he was just spraying the cell energy away. So I love the fact that they can go get something of nutrition versus medication or pain medication to take care of something to aid the body. And they do work. Well, let's bring in Pastor Dell, because I'm pretty sure he wants to rejoice with us right here. Pastor Dell, are you there? You have anything for Keisha?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Ooh. Hold on, let me get in a better place.
Okay. Wonderful story.
Wow. Well, I tell you, if this doesn't tell us the importance of where we are and what these products are doing and how this stuff is how this is working for us into our advantage, to be right here on the cusp of something really huge, where it gives us the opportunity to share the tremendous success stories, the tremendous business stories that's being shared here on this call. As we said last night, Pastor D, in our TTP, 10 tasting party there in Lanham, guys, when you think about this with less than 5,000 people in our company, and Mel Gill giving us the marching orders this month, saying that we're going to grow tenfold. That's 50,000 potential people over the next 12 to 18 months in this company. If that doesn't tell you, wow, that what we have and where we are is tremendous, it's huge. You are not seeing the same things that we're seeing. We're going to need to change the lenses in your eyeglasses because what we're seeing is an amazing opportunity, a product that is changing the world, and not to even mention what's coming in March.
I tell you, Keisha, excuse me, have you thought about what the new product might be? I can't stop talking about the new product.
Boy, you put a lot of energy in that.
Keisha, have you thought about what it might be? Keisha, are you still there? Oh, her call. I hope her call didn't drop. Or you may have, if you mute it, unmute. Pastor Dale, I've been bugging you about this new product. I know it's just a few weeks away. But I am just so excited. See, if they didn't say what they said, if they didn't say, well, it's going to be the world's first to market, never in the earth has been, there's anything like it, and that it's transforming, and that it's going to take 10 to the billion-dollar industry. And when you think about the sprays that we already have, and then they're talking about topping that, I'm just on the floor. Pastor Dale, I can't sleep. What am I going to do?
Well, I mean, they're talking about it, just this spray alone being $1 billion industry. Now, you think about that. You know, we right now in the health and wellness is heading near $1 trillion industry. That's with all the health and wellness products. But just in the network marketing vein of it, you're looking at almost $200 billion in network marketing, and this one product can be $1 billion brand. That's pretty huge.
Pastor Dale, you know what I want you to share? I want you to share something. We were talking the other day, and you spoke about this one industry that is closing out. I think it's Wake Up Now. And you said something about why that will never happen to 10 as far as the company being sold or bought out by customers.
Well, you know, when you're evaluating a company, you know, you have to evaluate the financial strength of the company. And what happens is a lot of companies, when they get started, they come out and they have to get investors and they have to get lines of credit. And you know, so they start the company out and they may have a great company and a great product, but they're starting out with $10 million in debt. Okay? No matter how you shake it, $10 million is $10 million, and you're going to have to pay that back. Well, you can, you know, grow a huge organization, but even though you grow a huge organization with $10 million in debt, and then you complicate it by going public, meaning that you're trading on the stock market. Well, now the shareholders become the number one priority in that company, not the distributors. So that means the shareholders are going to be paid first over the distributors. And if the shareholders have a $4 million debt that is owed to them, and then you have a $10 million debt that's owed to banks and investors, okay? Well, then where are the distributors? You know, when they start changing the comp plan and things of that nature, the distributor always loses. Well, when you look at a company like 10, who's been around for 12 years, debt-free, privately held, no investors, okay? It's a family-owned business. When you look at that, you have such a greater opportunity of overall success long-term because the success of this company is the success of this family. Now, Mel and Amy is not doing anything to jeopardize their family. You know how much they love and care about their family. So they're not allowing anybody to have that kind of controlling interest over their family. And so they haven't had to get the investors. They haven't had to get the loans and lines of credit. And they've been paying out commissions every single week for 12 years. That puts them in such a financial strength that we have the ability to go long-term and scalable in this industry. And that's why when you look at where we are in this new division with the backing of our Team Effort International, the opportunity for us to go worldwide very fast and to maintain our credibility and our debt-free status is huge. And that's why it says we're not the only company that does sprays, but we are the leading company that does it because we have such an avenue and such venues throughout the world that we can activate at any moment in time through our sister divisions and the number of representatives that we have worldwide. That's why this is such a solid and such a stable company. And there's no reason to look anywhere else because this has the stability that any company needs to go long-term and dominate the market.
My goodness. That says big volume of where we are, family, what we have our hands on. And we do have our hands, and we're in a position of favor. We have our hands on something amazing. You hear Keisha's testimony. You hear Pastor Teresa's testimony. You hear Eric's testimony. You hear Paul Jackson's testimony. You hear everyone's testimony, Lawrence L.A., Sheila McDuffie, Tierra. I mean, so many life-changing testimonies. And that's one thing that we have also. We have our product has been proven. Our compensation plan has been proven. The company has been proven. Our testimonies are endless. And we're doing some wonderful things. And people need what we have. And all we're asking you all to do is just to share. You know, we have a testimonial flip chart that's circling. I'm getting stories back about the flip chart now, some folks that are using it. Robert Smith, you know, who does wonderful and he does great with retailing the product. He shared the testimonial flip chart. I think he said $300 or $400 sprays just from sharing the testimonial flip chart and other stories I'm getting. And Sandy Goins said she was sharing the testimonial flip chart, and when a lady, she saw the testimony, she says, oh, my goodness, I need these sprays. I need this. So, and the testimonial flip chart is just a picture of you, your stories in this chart, highlighting your story, the sprays that you took and what it did, and it's nice, big, beautiful pictures of seeing the person, the before picture, the after picture, what their story is, and you flip through that and you're just sharing the testimonies, because that's what 10 is really all about, these wonderful, amazing testimonies. This Mel Gill said this is what's growing the company, the testimonies, because when you share testimonies like Akeisha just shared, like Pastor Teresa shared this week, being just rheumatoid arthritis gone, just gone after the doctor told us that there was no cure for it. And you can share these stories, and people are going, what? Are you serious? Who doesn't want to get better? Everyone wants to get better. You should want your loved ones, your friends, your family, do whatever you can to make sure that they're taking, if they're dealing with something, to take these sprays so they can get past whatever it is that they're dealing with. Amazing thing. Well, Keisha, once again, thank you for sharing your story. As you all know, family, the promotion that's on the table for the month of February, the 10 Extravaganza is a few weeks away, so there's going to be an exclusive dinner with the owners, Mel and Amy Gill and Papa Sam Gill. And at this dinner, you're going to be able to sit with them and talk with them as long as you want and ask them questions that you want to hear and get the inside story of what's happening with Team Up Network, the foundation of it. Hear about their children, their stories, where 10 is going. You're going to hear stories that other folks are not going to be able to hear firsthand. So you're going to want to be at this dinner. Pastor Dell and I and Vicki Soto and Kevin Vaughn and John Peavy, we've celebrated, and Mr. T, we celebrated many of these dinners with Melanie McGill, and I'm telling you, every time we go, we get something amazing from them, something just phenomenal from them. So you want to be at this dinner. So if you're already LCQ or DCQ qualified, and if you're going to be LCQ qualified this month, guess what? You're already at that dinner. You're there. So congratulations. You get to be there and ask the questions that some of us won't be able to ask. But if you want to be at that dinner, if you're not LCQ qualified or DCQ qualified, then all you need to do is sign up 3 new business partners on the Diamond Package for this month, for the month of February, from February 1, and it has to be by February 25th. Sign up 3 new business partners on the Diamond Package, and you are at that dinner. So congratulations to many of you who've already qualified for that for this month. You're there. And that's going to be a great time. You're going to cherish that moment right there. Pastor Dell and executive founding members, Maureen, when we get with Melanie McGill, boy, I'm telling you, they will tell you whatever you ask, whatever you want to know. I'm telling you, it's nothing like getting it from the visionaries. It's nothing like getting it from the visionaries. It's priceless. And I also want to keep before you the 1-year Power of 2 challenge. The 1-year Power of 2 challenge. I was speaking with an executive founding member, L.A. Anderson, last night, along with Pastor Dale, and we were just saying just how durable this is. This is, this can be done. And you're looking at just less than a year away from receiving a $22,750 a month residual. Just less than a year away from that. Do you want that? Because it's being offered to you. And all you have to do, I don't think there's anything else in this world that's going to give you the opportunity to receive a monthly residual like that in less than a year, with a simple blueprint plan, as it just say, share, share, share. All you have to do is share, and make sure the people that you're sharing with, making sure they're sharing. Basically getting 2 people to get 2 people and helping those 2 people to get 2 people. That's all you have to do each month for 1 year, and you're there. It's over. It's done. You can go where you want to go from there. So we want to keep that challenge before you, because it can be done. Do whatever you can each month to make that possible, and celebrate, because in January 2016, congratulations, you did it. You did it. It's going to be so worth it. It's going to be worth it. Well, I'm going to stop right here, and we're going to go to Atlanta, Georgia, to bring a 1-star Kevin Vaughn with our closing remarks and our quote to take us into the weekend. Kevin,
somebody get me an application, Pastor. Get me another application. I want you to email it right now to me. Come on now. How you doing? Can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
Woo! Wow. Yes, incredible. Can you hear me okay, Pastor? Wow.
Yes, sir. We can.
That's great. Well, good morning, everybody. Good afternoon or good evening to everybody around the world. I tell you, Pastor Dale, Pastor Denise, and Akeisha, what an awesome day. It's another beautiful day. A little cool down here, but we're having a great day in Atlanta, and we're meeting people everywhere. Guys, you've got to get excited about these sprays. I know everybody on the call is already, but guess what? We need to at least help another 100,000 people each. You understand that? 100,000 people each, as Pastor Dale and I and everybody has been talking about. So I'm excited about that. Hey, you know, Pastor Denise and Pastor Dale, Akeisha, guess what? You guys, that cell energy, man, those sprays help you think, too, I think, a little more sharper as well. But guess what? I got something for you all today. I want y'all to take this one with you. This is before I get to the quotes today. Matter of fact, the theme for today, and take you to the weekend, is Elevate Your Business Game in 10. Elevate your business game in 10. But as you know, Pastor Denise, Pastor Dale, we've got, and Akeisha, we got everybody thinking about Valentine's Day and, you know, taking care of their wife and significant others and daughters and, you know, all the women in their family, of course, and men as well. Women taking care of their men on Valentine's Day. But guess what, guys? We got another definition of love. You guys are going to like this. Got another T-shirt coming, Pastor. Another T-shirt coming. Now, here's the word love. L-O-V, right? L-O-V-E. And guess what? Y'all going to be blown away. I want y'all to write this down. This is going to be very serious. But before I get to that, the one thing I want to encourage everybody to do, because Akeisha just reminded me again, you've got to get your blood work done, guys. Have everybody in your family, friends, associates, tell them the next time they go to the doctor or if they got to do a special appointment, get that blood work done and find out what your deficiencies are. So guess what? Get on the sprays, then your testimonies come, go back, and you have another testimony, you know, because you're going to feel the difference, and then you're going to go back and get the results, and then you're going to come back and tell Pastor Denise, Pastor Dale, everybody on the planet about the results. Other thing is your blood type. Please, everybody, get to know your blood type, too, for you and your family. Very, very important as we move across the planet on this health and wellness network. Also, too, continue to share. Guys, got to tell everybody. You got to talk to everybody. We've got everything. It's like having gold bars. You imagine Pastor Denise having a full house of gold bars, and I don't tell nobody about them. I can't keep them all. You know, I'm happy to have a couple billion, but I can't keep all the gold bars in my house. Why would I go tell my neighbors? Why wouldn't I go tell my friends, hey, come on and get at least one of them, you know what I'm saying? So, guys, share. Okay, here we go, guys, real quickly. The word love. This is going to blow you away, guys. I almost stopped the car when I wrote this down. The word love, L-O-V-E, stands for, we're going to redefine it in 10, stands for, Pastor Denise, Pastor Dale, Akeisha, lots of vitamin essentials. Y'all got that? Lots of vitamin essentials. That's what love is all about now. Woo! Y'all got excited. Y'all like this one? That's a good one, ain't it? Woo!
Good.
Man, that's another T-shirt, guys. Hey, let's get to the quotes of the day real quick. We got to roll. Everybody's got to roll. We got to go meet at least 20 people today. Elevate your business game in 10, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, Rick Rogers says, strength doesn't come from what you can do. It comes from overcoming the things you once thought you couldn't. Wow, that was Mr. Rick Rogers. So you guys continue to elevate your business even right now. The next quote comes from Dennis Durand. He says, only passion, great passion can elevate your soul to great things. Oh, I love that one too. And another one comes from Mr. Sam. He says, be yourself, ladies and gentlemen, be yourself. Therefore, there is something that you can do better than any other. Oh, I like that one, guys. Nobody can touch people like you guys do. There may be one person down the street that I can't touch, but you can touch them. So be yourself. There's something that you can do better than any other. Listen to the inward voice and bravely obey that, guys. I love it. And the next quote of the day is never compare your journey with someone else's. Your journey is your journey, not a competition. Woo, I like that one, Pastor. It's your journey. It's designed for you. Guess what? You're also going to succeed in that journey if you keep moving forward. So it's your journey. You're going to win. Keep elevating your game, your business game in 10, ladies and gentlemen. The last quote of the day, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you love this one as well. One team, one dream. That's us. Back to you, Pastor. I love you.
I love that. One team, one dream. I love that. And I love the word love because I love love. And that's lots of vitamin essentials. I love that. The word love is amazing. Does a lot of wonderful things. 1 star, Kevin Vaughn. Thank you for pumping us up and getting us equipped and ready for the weekend. Well, Pastor Dale, do you have any closing remarks before we release everyone into the weekend so they can go out there and share?
All I can say is go out and talk to as many people as you possibly can this week. Get your weekend finished with at least 25, 30 names going into the next week so we can do some three-way calls, get these people in their plugs in our business, and let's get rocking and rolling, getting ready for March 14th. Let's go.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. Everybody should be ready.
From Berkeley, California, thank you once again for sharing your story with us this morning. Your story will be told over and over, as you know. Thank you, Mr. Terry Whitener in California, for recording these calls for us. This will be posted on the Tenacious Facebook page. So if you want to get this story to someone and let them hear it, just get those calls off to the Tenacious Facebook page and just share the link and let people just hear these wonderful stories. And family, it's been a great week. It's been a loving week. Tomorrow is Love Day, so you go out there and share the love, share the sprays. Before you think about giving a box of chocolate, give a box of sprays. Help to get somebody healthy and well, and make a difference in their lives. Thank you all for being here this week. It's been incredible. Looking forward to having everybody back Monday morning as we continue on with this great mission of changing people's lives one spray at a time. Melanie McGill, we love you. Thank you for allowing God to use you, to use us, ordinary people, to live an extraordinary life. We love you so much. Family, you are loved. You are appreciated. Have a blessed weekend on purpose. God bless you all. Mwah.
Woohoo!